Age of 40 can tell you. It came out of nowhere.
Oklahoma lost for the fourth straight game last night, this time at Texas Tech, and Trae Young had another bad game. He shot 4 for 16 from the floor and 0 for 9 from 3. Young has made only one of his last 19 three-point shots. Well, on his Young status slipping in your mind?
I hate to use the word slipping. It was never quite as high. I knew he was rearranging draft boards, but I told you I wasn't buying the Steph Curry comparison yet. We had a whole and not get any assists off to his teammates. He had 1 assist on a 31-point night, I think.
I think so.
And so there are other nights where he's gone 7 for 22 and they don't win. So people are starting to, so they're figuring out ways to defend him. That's all.
There's a lesson here, and the lesson, as we talk about in all sports, is the other team has coaches too.
Yeah.
And the other team has tape also. And they've got to figure out a way to stop. But he wants to make sure he stays puffed up. Look, he'll go to the pros. He'll be fine. He's got great range, and he likes to pass the ball.
He'll be
but he's
probably, 25 games that Lynn had, that Jeremy Lin had?
It's certainly 15.
But so, okay, so this kid has 12 to 15 really great games. Great games. He earned this, but people never
They were cursing him. Yeah. So I think that hurt him.
Bombastic prognostication accompanies the start of baseball spring training all the time.
Pitchers and catchers.
No way you can't think the Yankees are the team to beat in the American League, close quote. Refreshingly, Justin Verlander took to Twitter to counter, quote, I can think of a reason, close quote, meaning, of course, the defending champion Houston
Astros won it. They won it legitimately. The same way that I looked at the Cubs last year, and I thought they should be the favorites because the Cubs had a great team and they had a great team coming back. No, in this particular case, the Yankees have, if I'm looking at the American League, I'm looking at the Astros, the Yankees, and the Indians. I'm not picking the Yankees.
There's a few teams in the American League, and you named 3 of them.
Yeah, they're the top 3.
Yes, and the Red Sox could finish off what they started at some point.
And by the way, now that people test for steroids, everybody thinks all home runs are legit, so people like to watch that. The thing is, can they hit those home runs off Verlander and Keuchel? Okay, what to me makes the Astros so great is that's their 1-2.
Yeah.
Right? Here are the stats for Verlander at the end of the year when he left the Russo and Francesa were the greatest radio team that I ever heard.
You do some Russo every
No,
now
I don't
and
do
then.
it.
Oh, you do?
Other guys do it. Kelleher does it. The most intriguing, Reale does it. The most intriguing signing of the is going to get the most looks as a pitcher. We need him to pitch. Secondary to that, when he has an opportunity to swing the bat, we definitely want to take a look at him, unquote. Well, Bonnie, are you disappointed by this direction?
Not at all, Tony. I mean, if you're going to be any Babe Ruth, years in the league, yes, he hit, and he got to be such a great hitter that he had to stop pitching, but he pitched. He was great. He won World Series games.
The Angels, my first reaction was, that's in the American League, so he can pitch, and every other day he can DH. To me, that is they're not spending a lot of money on him. He's not $100 million.
Right.
He's a $2 million bonus and $545,000. I want him DHing every single day that he doesn't pitch, and I don't want you to put a damper on the intrigue of this kid.
A lot of teams have had guys come and hit the ball out. He's got to sharp pitches. He's got to have long
Mike, why do you think he's not a hitter? Why do you think he's not a hitter?
The point is they're putting the premium, as Scioscia's telling you, on his arm.
Why are you aligned with Mike Scioscia?
The half of the story that has involved Shaun White. After the competition, White was asked by reporters about a resurfacing story alleging that several years ago he sexually harassed a former drummer in his rock band. White later said he regretted using the word gossip. Nonetheless, Tony, does it feel complicated now to celebrate White's gold medal performance?
The short answer is yes. I didn't know about this. I didn't glean any of this. Fantastic run, like 97.75 or whatever it was, and that is something to be celebrated. But I am less likely now, Mike, to go up to somebody and loudly exclaim, hey, did you see Shaun?
They might or might not have committed. I think the first thing that came to my mind was Greg Hardy, because it's most recently. Greg Hardy and the Cowboys. Like, what do you celebrate? I mean, at the time, we talked on air. Do you feel as exultant over the Cowboys and Greg Hardy's role in a victory as you would otherwise? And I don't know the answer. It is complex. I'm a little squeamish about it, to tell you.
Who's not even going to present this year because all of the allegations of sexual assault. But I'll tell you this. When there's a press conference and somebody in the USOC gets up there and says, well, I thought we were going to talk about the achievement here and not this other stuff. When you're the USOC...
Into that again. And Tiger Woods tells us exactly why he's so convinced it's winning time. That sounds like a little Valentine edition of role play.
It is.
Is it?
I'm excited.
Part of the magic of Walt Disney World Resort Hotels.
At Safe Flight Auto Glass, we know that when you're spending time with the grandkids, every minute counts. And you don't have time for a cracked windshield. That's why we show you exactly.
Things are gonna get easier. Oh, child, things will get brighter. They'll get brighter.
In life, you have to adapt to your environment. That's why Jaguar has developed a unique, instinctive all-wheel Jaguar all-wheel drive.
Just got a job as a lifeguard in Savannah.
The crossover.
There could be a nation. There had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, for everything.
And now, book your 4-night, 4-day room and ticket package at Disney's All-Star Music Resort for as low as $19.85 for a family of 4.
They say California.
There's just no magic.
Same old, same old.
Sunrise is every morning.
Welcome back to Pardon the Interruption, presented by Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Part of Happy Hour.
Yeah.
Gossage, the goose, ripped you. You got anything to say in response?
Let me start by listing a few teams: the White Sox, the Padres, the Pirates, the Cubs, and the Giants.
He's in the Hall of Fame,
He's
dude.
a
What do you got?
blowhard.
Huh?
Let me tell you what I got.
Besides Steinbrenner's,
I got Aaron Judge and
bathroom.
Giancarlo Stanton coming to spring training.
Kinda right.
Okay, so good luck standing up to go to the TV to change the channel. And good luck finding a payphone, fat boy, because those expect to win this week.
Of course.